Hi guys, so we're going to make a tutorial video on how to create a website using Wix. For now, we're going to create a blog site. Basically, a blog site is just an online diary, and we're going to create it using the Wix editor. So we're going to choose our template first. Our website will be composed of like only 3 or 4 pages. I do have a layout later, and I'm going to show you. Now, I chose this layout here. Just a little bit of background. You have your banner, your home, and your gallery, and the footer below, and it will somehow change depending on the template that you've chosen in Wix. Okay, I have here like the design process on getting the requirements and what's the deliverable. So I kind of have to choose this one because it looks the same with my layout, but then again, it doesn't really matter. It depends upon how are you going to manage that template that you have in Wix. So here I have my template. Welcome to Brainstorm. I think this is more of an educational blog. I mean, the look is quite the same with what I want to my website to look like. So I also do suggest that you try to click on preview first so you can see like the whole website on how it is going to look like after being done. So basically, Wix allows you to just change the photos, the fonts, the data. Basically, it depends on how are you going to redecorate all of this and redesign it depending on what you want to achieve. This template that I chose here has a home page, a blog page, and I think it also has an about me page and a contact page. And then I think a sticky element here that says subscribe. So I just want you to know that it's very important that you preview your websites first before you try to edit it, just so you can easily manage and take a grip on what you really want to do with your website and how you're going to rearrange some of the elements. Wix is actually designing websites for quite some time, and they've already known what type of website does a student need, or a company needs, or an organization needs. So just a quick tour on the interface. You have your tools on top, and then you have your insert of your buttons here. Whenever you want to add something, want to change the background, you want to add an element, you go here on the left side, and on top you would see here on what page are you currently working on. So if the activated page is in the home page, you are basically editing the home page. So let's go first on the home page. I think it's better for you to have a pattern on how are you going to build your website. It's very important that you prepare before actually doing your website. So here, when you click on the plus sign button, it basically means you're going to insert something on your screen, or your website rather, and then you have a ton of choices. You have a ton of embedded elements, unlike before that you can only add text, pictures, and audio. Now you can upload images, galleries, different kinds of galleries, vector arts. Now here I'm just going to show you how to upload images on Wix. Now I have here a folder of all my assets for my blog sites. I'm just basically going to drag them onto the upload model of Wix, and after that you just have to wait like a minute or two. It depends upon the internet speed or the upload speed you have at home, so it really does depend. And then I'm going to create a folder for just so that your assets are well organized. So I'm naming it vlog section, so I can easily locate my photos for the vlog section. Actually forgot to rename it as blog with a B, because vlog basically means it's a video blog. So again, you just have to drag and drop it onto the upload section of the model, and then after that just wait like a few seconds. This video is actually quite in, I think I fast forwarded it for like 200%, but it actually took me 2 minutes to fully upload all these images. So, and then don't click on add to page yet, we're going to do that later. And then here you don't want to insert anything, because just always remember when you want to edit something in Wix, you just have to simply click on it first. So when you want to change the page background, just hit on change strip background, and then you can choose whether you want to change it into a color, into an image, or to a video. So in this case, I would definitely want to change my banner or my landing page into a vectorized photo of mine. So I'm going to upload an image, or I'm going to select rather on the uploaded images. So I also renamed it into website banner, and then change the background. Just have to select on it, and then boom, you have your website banner edited for you. So okay, I think we're not done yet, because this is not what we want our website to look like. So at least we've already changed the landing page, but I don't want the users to first see my page and then just only see my cap or my eyebrows. I want them to see my whole face mudded all in. So I just previewed it just to make sure it fit well. So let's just go back to the editor section. So what I want to do is I want to delete all of these unnecessary elements that I don't want to be seen on my landing page. So I'm just basically going to select it. If I want to select multiple elements, just hit on control and then select all the elements, just like what we normally do in PowerPoint. And then after that, you can delete it all at once. But always be careful on deleting elements. You can easily undo these changes. You just have to click on Control Z. One thing that I like about Wix is that they use common conventions, like the shortcut keys that we usually do or use in like other platforms like PowerPoint, Word, or even Photoshop. They're also doing it. So what we want to do here on our landing page is I want my website banner to actually fit onto the screen like perfectly, or like 100%, or even an 80%. I just want to fit the image right into the banner section. So if you just want to edit it, you just have to click on the drag points here, and then okay, let's try to save first. I do have trust issues. Just click on save, and then have your free domain with Wix, and then just name it whatever you want. So in my case, I'm naming it Kenny Vlogs, and then save, and then continue. So you just wait for it to save. So you just have a save point, and that's very important for any project that you're making. So your site was saved, so done. Okay, let's try to preview it just to make sure that we did it correctly. So let's see what our site would look like with the banner edited. So I want my navigation bar on top to be in blue. So you can change the strip background. Again, you can change it into a color, an image, or a video. Depends on what you want. In my case, I just want it to be a solid color in blue. Now, Wix actually decided a palette for you, a color scheme for you that is designed for the theme, for the purpose of your website. Now, if you would want to change that, you just have to click on change, and then you can select your customized color palette. They do have a lot, so I'm just going to experiment more here. I think this fits more with my blog site rather. So maybe changing up my color palette a bit. Let me decide on this first. Okay. Quite indecisive on this one. I think it fits more. So just hit on done. Okay, now that we've changed the appearance of the navigation bar, the color, we just want to change the logo, the text logo here on the left side. Just change it into Kenny Vlogs. By default, not every template that you choose in Wix has a text logo on top. It depends upon the template that you are using. So now I'm just going to select a font. I'm just going to change the font. So into Cocoa Goose. Cocoa Goose is, Wix actually has a lot of fonts but for you to use, but then again, if you have your custom fonts that you would want to use, you can upload them. So I'm just going to manage the menus here because I'm not going to use these page names here, so I'm just going to rearrange them and then just rename some of them. You can also put transitions on how are they going to appear on the screen once you reload your, you load on your website or you reload your website. So I think I'm going to change the blog section into hobbies section and then the about me section into galleries. So you have your site menus here. So if you try to click on it, you can actually customize it. You can change the name, you can change how it behaves, and then you can also delete a page using this section. So if you click on add page here, it's going to definitely add another page onto your website, and it's going to add another clickable tag on your navigation bar. So I have 4 pages that, and some of them I actually don't need, or I somehow need to rename because I need a home, a hobbies, and a gallery page. So I'm just going to change the names of it. I'm just going to rename the blog section into hobbies section. So just click on rename. And then the about section, I'm going to rename it into galleries, and then I'm just going to insert like a carousel of my pictures on that section, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to upload like the thumbnails for my vlogs in YouTube. So I only have 3, maybe I'll be adding 4, not quite sure. So I'm just going to change this sticky element here to subscribe that actually links you to your footer at the bottom. So I'm just going to change, I think, the shape. Just want to make it more soft, just to make the website not look too edgy. Just going to change its corners and then maybe its color as well. Just going to change it into, I think, a lighter blue, just to give a little bit emphasis on it. You can actually change the opacity of your background or change the color completely by just clicking on add color here. But then again, Wix actually designed the website according to the color wheel, and I do suggest that you do not change or add colors unless you really know how to add colors. So, and then I think the landing page is quite good. She looks good. She looks good, mother darling. Okay, so now we're okay with the landing page, the home section. So let's now edit the hobbies section. So in my home page, I also have like a ton of pages and links to my blogs that I'm going to feature later. These featured posts are all blogs, articles in my blog site that actually has a link onto my homepage, and it also has a portion of a quotation. So just click on edit text. It's just going to change it depending on what my blog site would want to be. It's like a technological blog site that teaches the importance of technology to children. So I'm just going to type in technology alone is not enough by Steve Jobs. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not quite sure if it's Steve Jobs, but I do believe that it's Steve Jobs who said this. And once put a disquotation into a certificate that I did last year. So here's a lot of blogs that I do think I'm not going to need, so just going to select on it and I'm just going to delete. Click on delete if you want them. And these are anchors at the sides. Anchors are just basically like links for a long scroll website. So it means you're not going to deliver your user into another page. You're just going to automatically scroll it down using anchors, and we don't want that for our website. We want to use pages for now. So I'm just going to delete some elements that I might not be needing, and then I'm just going to edit this one, because as you can see there's like a ton of blank spaces on top. So I'm just going to drag the elements a little bit higher because I don't want to see like blank elements here. I mean blank spaces here. These are called negative spaces, by the way. We don't want to see negative spaces on our website. It clearly bores the viewer, or the user rather. So I'm just going to adjust them. So if you want to adjust the strip size, when we say strip, it's like the division of one single page into another. I highly suggest that you go minimize your screen, zoom it out to like a 50%, so you could see like the whole website into like a concise view, a smaller view, so you can easily adjust your elements. So here, like as you can see, like there are a ton of negative spaces here, especially here below the featured posts or the most recent blog article that I posted, and we don't want that. So we can change the strip size by dragging these strip higher. So WIX is just basically using PowerPoint to build a website. You just have to be connected to you just have to be connected to fast internet, because it really requires like a fast internet for you to edit on a very fast pace. So I'm just going to lessen the negative spaces here, and I just want to place these elements higher. So I'm just going to hit on again Control and then just drag them higher. Okay, it's taking me some time here. Okay, good. So I'm just going to click these line here. Lines, by the way, lines are quite a very good element to show division, but then again, don't be too excited with lines. You don't have to occupy the whole horizontal you don't have to fill almost every single division in your website with lines. You should give your users a breathing point. It looks too messy if you have a ton of lines. When are we going to use lines, by the way? So it depends upon the design. So if you want to show that this portion is different from the other, use lines. But then again, don't fill the whole, either the vertical or the horizontal axis of the screen with lines. You just have to put a little line, enough for your users to understand that this section is not the same as the previous section on top or maybe under. I'm just going to drag it higher. So I'm also thinking if I'm going to delete, again, you have to delete these anchors, because these anchors are going to make your users quite distracted or confused rather. You're going to make them confused regarding on where a certain link might go. So later on I'll be editing the footer, but for now I'm just going to make it quite bigger. So I'm just going to edit the position of the quotation mark, or maybe not. I'm fine with that. I don't want to delete it. I'm too lazy to delete it. Okay, just check this. The spaces between the highest and the lowest element should always be equal. Okay, so she looks good. She looks good. I think she looks good. So let me just go back to 100. Okay, so I think we're okay with the home page. Basically, guys, if you're done with the home page, it's very easy to actually edit the other pages, because the home page is the most important. So if you're actually done with the home page, the other parts are a piece of cake. Okay, so for now I'm just going to add like a who am I portion, just so the users would get to know me. So just have to click on the plus sign and then upload an image. Now we're going to upload an image and insert image. We're going to insert an image onto the website. So let's just, if you click the settings, you can actually change how your photo behaves on your screen again. But if you click on the design button, you're going to change the appearance of your image. So then again, if you're going to click on the, okay, so let me just change the rounded corners here. We're going to put in 300. Your corners are going to form, your image will be automatically become a circle. So we want a circle just to not make our website a little bit edgier. And I'm just going to put some shadow onto the image. I think I'm just going to like 27, 25, and then just the size. I'm actually a fan of using shadows. It just makes your element pop up on the screen. It shows depth. Okay, and then now I'm just going to show you how to add some text. Okay, and then I'm just going to click on heading 6. Heading 6 is the largest type of heading. So I'm just going to click edit text and then change it. Hi, I'm Ken. And I'm just going to change the font. Cocoa Goose. I'm really addicted to Cocoa Goose right now, people. Just to share, my teachers in masters actually got mad at me for changing. She's not really that mad. I mean, she just got confused about, I think you kind of changed your font. I mean, Helvetica was like my font for 2 years. I mean, from 2018 to 2019, and then I'm changing it to Cocoa Goose, and I'm loving it. Make sure your elements are aligned properly. Okay, so now I'm just going to type in, I'm currently working as a lecturer in the Pamantasan ng Luzon ng Valenzuela. Just a little bit of information about me for the sake of inserting text. I'm not going to share something personal. Don't worry. And also, haven't you guys noticed I'm actually very bad at typing and then checking on the spelling. That's why I installed like a free Grammarly. So like there's a computer aid actually checking on my spelling and grammar. Now I'm just going to change some of the articles. The blog section is the article section. So if you're going to like upload like a Facebook post, you can do it using an article in Wix, using a blog. So these are your posts. So what I would want to do is I'm just going to change the images. I'm not going to change the titles of the blogs. I'm just going to show you how to change the images so that you can customize it a little bit. So here you have your post. Basically it has some text. Basically you're just like creating a reaction paper in MS Word. So if you click on image editor, you can also edit your photo, but for now I would want to replace this default photo in this template into a photo of mine. So I'm just going to click on replace image. Here it looks like a restore button, or like a reload icon. So I'm just going to select it from the vlog folder. I'm just going to change. I'm just going to select maybe this one, what will be banned in 2019, and then add it to the page. And then click on publish changes, and then automatically the thumbnail of your articles will be changed. So I'm just going to change like I think 5 or 6 articles. So replace image, and then again you just have to repeat the process that you're doing. So I'm just going to change this one into thumbnail from my K-Tech series from my YouTube account. So again, you just have to publish the changes. Not publishing the changes would actually affect the appearance of your articles. So I just skipped on the video. I've already changed like 3, 4. So okay, I'm just going to change this one. I'm just going to change a few. I just want you to see that this web page is actually quite customized in a way, for the sake of just okay. So I'm just, if you're going to click here, you can actually delete an article. So let me just edit a few more. This one is actually going to appear on the homepage, so I'm going to change this one. Damn, that was a photo from 2016. Those were the days. Was that 2016? Yeah, this was 2016. So again, when you save it, all your blog thumbnails, article thumbnails rather, are going to be changed. It's just going to take a few minutes, a minute or two for it to reload. So Trent, you have your articles. So it kind of now looks like you've done your website from scratch. So we're done with our home, we're done with our hobbies. We just want to change the gallery section. I'm just going to delete, again, hit control, hold control rather. Let me just emphasize again, it's hold control, not hit. Hit is basically just clicking. You just have to hold control and then select all the elements that you want. We want an image carousel to appear on our gallery page. So you have to click on galleries. There are a ton of types. You have grids, you have sliders, and more galleries. You can actually use this one. You can actually also use this Showcase Pro, but I'm not a fan of it. I like the 3D carousel more because you don't have to edit or customize it too much. The images on the sides are opaque and quite transparent. So again, you just have to delete all these default images inserted onto your image carousel, add your images, and then I'm just going to add these photos. My photos from 2016. I think it was from my multimedia project. Gosh, I was only 19 back then. Should I upload this? Maybe not. Okay, so I'm just going to use my thumbnails from my YouTube channel and then add to gallery. Click on it and then automatically here you can actually have a description for your text or add a link or an alternative text if in any case that your image would not appear. So click on done and automatically your gallery is set up for you. And then here you can actually change your images, and if you again click on the wheel here, or body wheel here, you can change how it behaves. So this is the number of seconds that a photo will appear on screen, and how much time will it take before it will move to the right or left, or nothing happens, or if you click on an image they would pop up, or like the image would fill the screen. So in my case, I don't want a link attached to it, I just want to pop up. But we're done. Now we just need to finish the footer section. I'm just going to delete this contact page because we don't want another page for our contact. We're doing like a static / dynamic website. We don't want users to, we don't want to hear anything from the viewers of our blog site. We just want to express ourselves using this blog site, so we don't need their responses. So I'm just going to put all my contacts, or basically just a few information about myself, in the footer below each page. So let me just, okay, we have our footer here. Again, we're just going to delete the elements that we don't need. Oh, that's RuPaul. Just need to delete these elements. We don't want these text fields here. I mean, we don't need this. Again, just hold on Control and then hit delete. Click on it. Click on it. Okay, let's add a photo. Just click on the plus sign button at the left part of your screen, and then I'm just going to add any of this one, maybe this one, and then I'm just going to change it into 150. If it doesn't appear on your footer, just hit on move to footer. Always remember that's going to appear right below your image. If you're going to insert an image and it so happened that it did not appear on the footer, you just have to read like the instructions. There are a ton of tooltips. Wix is very helpful with their users. So you also have an easy align button here on your toolkit here. So if you want to align it on the center, on the middle, you just have to click on align. I'm just going to add heading 1. Again, you just have to click on the move to footer tooltip. So I'm just going to put on for educational purposes, because it really is for educational purposes. I'm not going to benefit anything from this. Then why am I doing this? I'm not getting paid for it. No one's actually paying me to do this tutorial. I just want you to have like a resource material that you can use in creating your website. So again, Control C and Control V to duplicate an element, especially a text element. So I'm just putting here empowerment technologies. I'm just going to realign this text element here. Click on edit text, or you can actually just double click on the elements, I mean on the text, and then it's going to change for you. Let's now change these icons at the bottom, my social links. Wix has a ton of default, stock images that you can use in it, and it's for free, so make use of it. So we're just going to insert, I want an Instagram icon, I think, and then a Facebook icon. I'm just going to change it and then click on add to gallery, and I'm going to delete these two original. Oh, I forgot, I should have a YouTube account, so let's insert that YouTube icon here so you can subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's Kenmore Bernardino. I have vlogs there, they're educational. It's not like I'm doing like network videos and then upload them. They're educational videos. I'm not going to upload something unnecessary on that blog for now. And then click on done, and then I think we're done. Let's click on save. Just make sure that, please, your website is saved. Let's click on save, and then if you again click on publish. Save is actually different from publish. When you publish a page, you're going to make it publicly viewable. Unless you click on publish, your website is not going to be available for your classmates or for your future users to see. So this link here is actually the link to your Wix website. So let's click on view site. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I don't want to lose control, and I think I like it. Woo! Look at that. She looks gorgeous. Okay, that's our landing page. Looks good for me. Again, it depends upon your banner. I'm not that quite impressed with my banner. I can do better than this, guys. I just have a little bit of time. So again, that's your link. So let's try to preview. Okay, scroll down. Ooh, that featured post is actually the very last article that you inserted. Okay, we have technology known, and then you have your footer down here. Girl, let's click on hobbies, and then you have here an image. Again, when you want to edit it, just go back to your dashboard and then edit your site. She looks good, girl. Okay, let's click on the gallery tag. Just want to make sure that our carousel is working good. Oh, is it moving? Like in every 3 seconds, if I can remember, we edit. Oh, it moved. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Let me just click on it if it popped up, because we want it to pop. Oh, good. Oh, it's still moving. That's good. So that's the end of our tutorial. I'll be uploading like another one, maybe for a marketing website. Then again, the importance of a blog site is you have to tell a story about you, because your blog site is about you. Thank you.